Hey Google, what's the best time of year to sell my house? Don't do that. It all depends. You've probably heard the saying that all real estate is local, and that is 100% accurate. My name is Constance Vork. I'm with the Vork Real Estate Group, and I sell real estate in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul area, where we definitely have a high season and a low season. And it's important to know the difference. So let's talk about some pros and cons of selling in either season. So let's start with the high season. Overall, this is when most people sell their houses, right? In Minnesota, the high season is spring and summer. Now, it's okay to sell your house in the fall too. Yes, fall is pretty. Off season, low season is definitely winter. In the Twin Cities, we can see temperatures below zero, sometimes double digits below zero. Very few people are excited about buying or selling a house in that weather. Does it still happen? Yes, for sure it happens. But there's a lot more activity in high season, which is what we're going into right now, spring and summer in the Twin Cities. So let's talk about some pros. Higher sale price, for sure. All the data shows that the highest sale prices are gotten usually May, June in the Twin Cities. And so that's great, right? We all like high sale prices. We usually get strong valuations in that time as well. And what I mean by that is if a buyer is using a mortgage, much of the time the bank requires an appraisal, and the appraiser is going to be looking for other similar homes that recently sold to support the value. So the more houses are being sold, the easier it is to support that value because they need comparable data. So if you sell in January and your house is the only house in the neighborhood that's sold, it's just a little bit harder for an appraiser to find data to support that. Not to say that it can't be done, there's just less data for it. So better valuations, also a pro of selling in the high season. Number 3, homes look better in the high season, and there's more light. So the light, and those are related, the light helps the house look better, and we have more daylight hours for showing. So that's nice. In the depths of winter, we don't want to show a house necessarily past 4:30 or 5 because we definitely want to show the house in daylight so that a buyer can see the outside. So there's a lot more opportunity for showing with the longer days and more sunlight. Now, some cons. During the high season, buyers have a lot more choices and they can be picky. Also, if your landscaping game is weak, it's going to show in the high season for sure. So let's talk about off season. Sometimes it makes sense to sell in off season or low season, aka winter. By the way, other places have different high season and low season. For example, Florida. What do you think is high season there? It's definitely not June. High season is going to be December, January, February, when all of us in Minnesota want to go there, right? So again, all real estate is local. But back to the Twin Cities, so low season, winter. One pro of selling in the low season is less competition, right? And another is that the buyers that are out there are usually quite motivated. They have to sell for whatever reason, or they have to move, I should say, for whatever reason, because otherwise they wouldn't be out there in the super cold and snow looking for a house. So those are some pros. Cons, there are fewer buyers overall, and there's less comparable data for valuations, as I mentioned. So when you compare the two, high season, low season, generally speaking, high season wins, okay? So that's spring and summer. If you are thinking about selling your house, we are going into high season now. I would love to chat with you about that. Give me a call or drop a comment below, or shoot me a text, email, whatever, and let's get to talking. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.